All right, so pretend like you're living in a movie and you're handing out all the scripts to everyone, including yourself. What would you script for each scene of your life to look like? Because you're the operant power of your reality. You're creating everything from your internal state, and everything you're seeing is from that state. It's like a mirror. So look around you at all of the data. Everything is data. Everything is neutral until you give it meaning. So you get to decide what meaning you give every single thing you see. And if you just look at it like that, observe it. Don't internalize it. Just observe it. Be curious about why it's there. And look internally and see what patterns of thought you might have, what beliefs you might have that might have created that experience for you. And so just really do some deep thinking on that, because everything you're seeing is you. It's only you against you, always. There's nothing ever happening to you, it's happening through you. And when we take that in and really, really believe that, we see how powerful we are. So that's what we're gonna kind of dive into in this video. I am sitting outside by the pond. I am using a new camera, my DJI Osmo Pocket 3, I think is what it's called. And it's on a selfie stick, which I've never used in my entire life. So I thought I would try it tonight, and I really love it. And I'm sitting on the ground, hopefully not in goose and duck poop. We're gonna find out when I stand up. So it's so nice tonight. I thought I would just share this with you guys. It's so nice out. And yeah, summer is officially, I guess, over today, technically, Labor Day. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Hope you had a labor-less day today. I did not, I had 2 sessions. So it's been a wonderful day, and I got to relax a little bit too. So anyway, I think I'm supposed to look up here in the camera, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna have to practice this. I'm not really sure. We'll find out when I play this back. But anyway, this is video 99. I don't know if I said that, but I'm doing a video every day to get over my fear of public speaking and social anxiety. So this is video 99 of 365. So this is just amazing. Thank you guys for being here so much. I really appreciate everyone and all your comments and emails and everything. And I am honored to be part of your healing journey. Someone had commented that they watch me daily, and I love that and I appreciate that so much. And I'm glad to be here for you and hope that I can be here till the end for you. So thank you. And I appreciate all of you. I really, truly do. So let's remember who you are. Quit thinking that you have no power. Why do you think that? What makes you just stuck in that story? Really, really think about that. Sometimes we're addicted to holding on to that old pain because we're scared of who we could become and how great we could be without the pain. And just ask yourself, what would I be if I didn't have this pain? Who could I become? What could I create in my life? How big could I be? What would show up in my life that I never thought could, but here it is. It showed up. Really think about that and what you want, what your desires are, and why you might be holding yourself back. Because it's only you against you. There's a battle in the mind that you're fighting all the time. We're fighting self-doubt. We're fighting all these, what we call demons of the past, other people's programming that was injected into us. We don't have to listen to any of those things. Anything you've heard that's negative from somebody else, you've probably internalized that, and it's turned into a belief about yourself, or what they call a negative cognition about yourself, we could say. Like, I'm not good enough, I'm unworthy, I don't matter, I'm unimportant, things like that. And so that belief about yourself is running the show in the background. And so we want to basically just say, F that, I don't believe that anymore. And you have to, like, it's almost like flipping a switch, because that's kind of what the trauma did to you whenever it happened to you, whatever happened to you. It flipped a switch. I like to call trauma life switches. So it literally like flips a switch. You might have been going on a good track, and then all of a sudden a switch gets flipped and you're like, oh, I'm now this person. And it just takes the life out of you, literally. It takes the life and the light out of you. You don't deserve that. You got to put that light back in you. You got to flip that switch again to where your light is on and it's glowing brightly for everyone. And you can be that beacon of light for other people. That's how we really help people, is when we just shine our light as bright as possible, which means you need to be as joyful and having as much fun as possible. The only reason you're not is because something happened to you and it took that away. And we allow it to be taken away. We allow those things to control us, and we allow those things to control how we feel about ourselves, which is, to me, the saddest part, because we should always feel good about ourselves. But 9 times out of 10, most people say that they don't like themselves, and that makes me really, used to upset me, I guess, but now it's more like I feel like I'm on a mission to help people feel great about themselves. We compare ourselves too much to people when their data doesn't matter. Remember, you're creating your own data about yourself. You get to decide at every moment who you're being and what you want to become. And you've got to be congruent with that, though. When you say, I am this, you got to make sure that those thoughts that creep in, you say no to them. You got to tell your thoughts no. You got to practice with yourself and say, nope, those thoughts don't matter. Those thoughts aren't true. This is true now about myself. I am worthy. I do matter. My thoughts and feelings matter. I understand myself. I don't need others to understand me. I celebrate myself. I don't need others to celebrate me. You got to live congruently with that powerful person you're becoming, who you say that you are right now. You have to act as if you already have what you want. So I find the easiest thing to do is just like basically pretend like you already have what you want. You pretend like you already are that person throughout your day. You just literally pretend. You mentally rehearse these feelings and these thoughts and walk around as if you already have that car that you want. Walk around as if you have that job that you want. Walk around as if you're already worthy. What would you feel like if you were worthy? What would you feel like if you were deserving? What would you feel like if you had the dream life, whatever that is to you? What would that dream life be? Really question that. Like, if I had my dream life, what would it look like? What would it feel like? Why do I want it so badly? How could I create some of those feelings right now without technically having that life? What could I do right now in this moment that would generate some of those feelings? And remember, you're generating these feelings from inside, and so you can create them at any moment. You can create a new mental state at any moment that you choose. And that's what's so powerful about the mind and the imagination. All you have to do is go inside and give it to yourself first. I think the most powerful practice that we can have is going within and giving it to ourselves first, to where we don't need the external validation at all. Anything that happens in reality is just a bonus, because you're already feeling so good that you don't even need the external. And I think that there's nothing better than creating a peaceful, grounded, internal stability that most people don't have. And I really wish most people did have that, because I think nothing feels better than that, actually. You can have all the money in the world and all the stuff in the world, but if you go home and you don't feel good inside, nothing outside is ever going to fix your insides. You gotta calm that hustle, what they call the hustle bro. I heard somebody say that recently, the hustle bro, where we gotta hustle and grind and do all these things. And we've been taught that. I think my generation was really taught that too, just to work, and we didn't play enough. And so I'm having to teach myself how to rest. And that's not always the easiest thing to do, but throughout my day I check in with myself. So I recommend you do this. You check in with your body, make sure that your jaw isn't tight and your shoulders are dropped. Sometimes our shoulders go like this throughout the day and you have to just drop them. Make sure that you're breathing properly too, that you're getting enough oxygen. That's part of that inner stability, because if you're tense all the time and you don't feel good about yourself, I'm sorry, you're probably not very happy. And I think that that is the number one thing to focus on, other than, oh, I gotta grow my business, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, all the things that stress us out. I gotta get more money and this and that. Like, number one is getting a calm internal stability going on. And that will make you 10 times more successful if you've got these like a good, solid, stable, calm and peaceful internal terrain that you can plant some seeds in. That's where you plant your business seeds and all the things that, signify success to you. You can't plant those seeds in a chaotic environment, because then your external world is going to show you all that chaos that's going on inside. So I do find that the more peaceful I am, the more open I am to seeing opportunities instead of piling on this information like I was doing. I was piling on a bunch of information and not getting started, and it helped me, but it also hurt me in some ways too. So remember to stay as calm as possible. That's your goal, because from there you are stable. You can't buy stability. Your business isn't going to make you stable. It might financially, but internally, that's what really matters. That's where riches really are. If you're stable inside and at peace and feeling joy, and you're healthy and well, excuse me. Health and wellness are wealth. Health is wealth. You're already rich if you have your health. You're probably rich if you're watching YouTube. I mean, truly, a lot of people can't afford the internet. I think half of the US, doesn't have internet. So don't quote me on that, but I think I heard those statistics. But you're rich if you have your mind, because your mind, no matter where you're at right now, you can start there, always. So don't believe anything that you're seeing right now. Only go within and say, nope, this is what I'm having now. Like, this is who I am. I'm not listening to anything or anyone other than me from now on. I'm going to inject these thoughts into my mind that are supportive and positive, not unsupportive and negative, because you're going to create your mirror from that internal stability. You're going to create your mirror. So I always say, look in the mirror. Well, your world is a mirror. So look in that mirror, see what's going on, be curious, observe it, and identify, am I able to let go of this stuff? If I'm not, why? What's the why behind that? What can I start letting go of? What can I start not doing that I'm doing to free up some space for the new to come in? That's another thing to remember. Create some space for the new to come in, because the old is just old news. It doesn't matter anymore. It truly doesn't matter. The past does not matter. The past is a second ago. There's now. What time is it? It's now. So timing doesn't matter, or time doesn't matter. Timing is what matters. Everything in perfect timing. And if you keep that in mind, there's no hurry, there's no hustle, there's no competition. That's something I let go of too. I was like, there's competition. People are doing, they're manifesting, or they're manifestation coaches all over the place, and everybody's already got their place, and where am I going to fit in? And I was like, nope, there's no competition. There really isn't, because it's your world. It's what you say. What you say goes. There's no one like you out there. You're 100% unique, and there's no one like you anywhere. So you do the best in your world, because you're it. You're creating everything. You're creating your experience. Decide that you want a good experience instead of the same experience you've been having. Just start right now, tonight. This is your time to start. Right now, decide, I'm going to create something different here. Because I'm capable of this, I can do this. Even if you don't feel like you can do anything, guarantee you can do this. I guarantee you can do this. You're capable of anything. You just have to remind yourself who you are, and that the only reason you don't believe you can do these things or have these things is because you've just practiced those thoughts so much that they became beliefs. So all you have to do is practice some other thoughts. This is logical if you think about it. If you practice some other thoughts so much, those are going to become beliefs too. It's just that simple. We make it so hard. So practice new thoughts so they can become beliefs. Check in with yourself. Make sure your jaw is loose and not tight and tense. Make sure you're not tensing and holding your breath. That's something that I find myself doing every now and again. I'm just holding my breath, not breathing properly, not letting my diaphragm expand. You got to let your diaphragm expand and get enough air in your lungs. And make sure you're exhaling with a long exhale and getting all that stagnant air out of your lungs. And then make sure you're dropping your shoulders throughout the day. Make sure your shoulders aren't all the way up to your ears. And just drop them. Check in with your body. Do a body scan a few times a day. And that'll tell you where your energy is. Because your body's like tensing because your thoughts are probably creating tension. So your body's trying to tell you stuff all day long too, not just the way you feel emotionally. So start mastering those emotions. Start checking in with yourself. You'll notice big changes when you do that. And start programming in those positive things. Look at yourself in a mirror. Even though your world is a mirror, you're looking out in the mirror anyway. You might as well pull out a real mirror, or what they would call a real mirror, I guess. And pull that out, look into your eyes, and speak to yourself nicely, kindly. Say the things that you wish somebody else would say to you, but they're not. That's one thing to do. Say to yourself anything you wish anybody would have ever said to you or would say to you now. Be very kind and gentle with yourself and start almost parenting yourself like you're a little child, your inner child. Just start telling him or her what they need to hear to be uplifted. Start uplifting yourself. We can't expect other people to uplift us if we're not doing it first. The mirror will reflect that upliftment, I promise you. It will reflect everything to you. And your feelings will show you where you're at. Your body will show you where you're at too. Like let your mind and body kind of work together and show you what your vibration is, what your frequency is, what the signal that you're emitting to the universe. You'll be able to tell what that is if you check in with your mind and your body throughout your day. So yeah, I'll leave you with that tonight. Enjoy this amazing, oh my gosh. I don't know how to work this thing. I'm gonna have to, oh, it's got a joystick, I forgot. So we can go, woo, oh, there we go. There's some nature. There's some nature, a little bit of nature. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for video 100. Bye.